got his guns out. There's a new sheriff in town. Yeah.
Today we're going to be talking about a Taurus Judge. The Taurus Judge is chambered in 410 and it's chambered in 45 Long Colt. We're going to bust some bottles out here today. We're going to do some accuracy stuff, and then we'll have a little sit around talk about it for a few minutes. So I'm going to get the range all set up. We got something new today. We got a cameraman out here. If you haven't noticed, I got somebody filming for me. We're going to try this. It's new. I've never done it before. He's never done it before. We're going to try to make the best out of it, and hopefully it turns out better than just a plain old bucket of shit. So give me a chance to get everything set up. We got to work around some bees. We got jelly out here all over the place. The bees are having a field day with it. So I will be right back, and until then, you can enjoy some SpongeBob.
A few moments later.
All right, so we've got the Taurus Judge out here. We're going to do a little bit of accuracy shooting with this real quick. And then we're going to get into some more fun stuff, because I know you guys don't give a damn about punching holes through paper targets. You came to see what I'm going to bust today, what I'm going to tear up, what I'm going to trash, what we're going to use to make this therapeutic. Because punching holes in paper is just not as therapeutic as it needs to be. Sometimes when you've had that really rough week, when the old lady's being crazy, when the kids are being out of their damn minds, the bills just won't stop showing up. Bad shit just keeps right on coming at you. You just need your therapy. And punching holes through paper targets sometimes just ain't enough. Sometimes you've got to break shit. We'll get to that in a minute. So what I got here is just some standard 2.5 inch, what is this? Number 8.5 bird shots. We're going to drop a couple of these in here and see what we end up with. And then on top of that, we've got a couple of these Hornady critical defense rounds. We're going to throw those in. These are the red plastic tips. All right. So let's see. We're just going to shoot a couple rounds. This shit's expensive. We're not going to waste a bunch of ammo on this. Yeah. All right. Load it up. You got your ears on, cameraman? All right. Remember, safety first, always. Let's send one of these critical defenses right through the dome piece. Now that seems pretty accurate. You got 2 slug holes and a wadding. All right, I'm gonna shoot him in the neck with a couple of these bird shots. All right. So the bird shots not quite as accurate. Now clearly those were shooting just a little bit higher than where I was aiming. And then look at this big old pattern that you got. Great big old spread on there. Owies, a whole lot of owies right there. So, all right. So here we go. We're going to take and we're going to go ahead and stop, and we're going to move around a little bit, and we're going to shoot some bottles and make some fun out of this. All right, guys, we're going to get her loaded up here with some more of these bird shot rounds. I've got a bunch of 2 liters out here. We're going to give her hell. I got a handful of these 45 Long Colt rounds. We're going to shoot those as well, too. I didn't spend a whole lot of time on the accuracy because it's a short-barreled, big caliber gun. There's not a whole lot of point in trying to worry about accuracy with this. This is meant to be a short-range weapon. You know, those 410 slugs, those 410 Hornadies, those did just fine. You know, I put 2 right in the head with it, no question about it, at close range. Maybe if you stretched out a little bit farther, they might not be quite as quality, but at a short range for a home defense situation, those rounds were more than competent in doing what they're supposed to do. All right, so here we go. We're going to fire a number 8.5 bird shot at a 2 liter of water, sending it. We're going to take another one of them shots at one of these 2 liters. I'm going to see if I can take the top off of it. Here we go again. Let me see if I can take that top off one more time. Yeah, these birdshot rounds, just not that impressive. I mean, for home defense, I mean, yeah, I guess that stops your intruder. Maybe. I'm not real sure. I mean, those are just 2 liters, and it's not very impressive. I got one more shot in here, I think. All right, let's try it one more time, and we're going to aim a little bit lower. Well, that was more entertaining. Oh, yeah. Now that's therapy time right there. All right, we got this bad boy loaded up with the 45 Long Colts now. I even got to say, I've never shot one of these Taurus Judges with the 45 Long Colts in it. I used to have one a while back. This actually isn't even mine. This is a loaner from a buddy, but if you're watching, buddy, I appreciate you, and thank you for sending this out to us to shoot and review. So far, I'm loving it and having a blast with it. We're going to put some 45 Long Colts into that water jug sitting right yonder, and we're going to do that right about now. Well then, that was underwhelming. All right then. And 45 Long Colts are just a booking through there. Not a whole lot to see right there. All right, so we're loaded up with these Hornady Critical Defense rounds now. These are 2.5-inch 41 caliber FTX slugs. 235 caliber round balls in there with 235 caliber round balls in there. Okay, so that's actually a triple threat in that box. All right, we got 3 water bottles set up. Let's get this thing going. You know what? Nothing is more awesome than to be able to come out and have time out here on the range getting your therapy in. Can you absolutely believe that there's people in this world that would want to tell me that I'm not allowed to do this? I mean, can you see the fun that I'm having out here? And there's actually Karens out there that would say that I shouldn't be allowed to do this. Get them, Bruce. All right, here we go. Sorry, Karen, you had it coming. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. That Taurus Judge is a great gun. I thoroughly enjoyed shooting it. I really appreciate the cat that loaned it to me. We're not going to mention any names. I really appreciate the loan. It's been a tremendous amount of fun to shoot it. You know, if you're wanting to use one of these guns for a home defense aspect, I would consider getting those Hornady triple threat self-defense rounds, just for the simple fact that, you know, as you can see from hitting the 2 liters, the birdshot just it really just doesn't seem to have much oomph behind it. Yeah, it goes through that plastic, but the spread, you know, unlike a shotgun, you know, that 410 shot, when it comes out that short barrel, it immediately starts spreading out and dissipating and losing energy. So I would be very hesitant to want to use that number 8.5 birdshot as any kind of a self-defense load. I would highly recommend, if you're going to use the Taurus Judge for self-defense, to get something more along the lines of a self-defense ammo, double-aught buck, triple-aught buck. You know, the triple threat rounds, I don't know exactly what they were called. It was from Hornady. It had a slug in it and 2 balls. So I mean, that's a significant piece of ammunition, as you can see on the paper target when I shot that. You know, those self-defense rounds, they were right on the money, accurate, and you know, they got the job done. Whereas the birdshot put out a great big wide pattern the worst amount of damage done by it was from the impact of the wad. So Therapy Range says that it's a great gun. I would recommend anybody getting it, but I would definitely recommend searching around and figuring out what's the best ammo for your personal situation. Obviously, your situation's not my situation. I wouldn't use that birdshot round for self-defense or home defense, but your situation might be different and it works better for you. I don't know. That's my 2 cents on it. If you purchase one of these firearms, again, it's a quality gun. I would have no problem recommending it to anyone, especially a farmer or a rancher, someone that's out in the wilds. You can chamber it in multiple different calibers. You can chamber it with a variety of different types of ammo for different types of scenarios. So, I mean, yeah, overall, the flexibility of the gun is very good. Good for a lot of different situations. It is a little big, it is a little heavy, but I don't really think that matters when it comes to protecting your life. You know, I mean, it's not a high point, you know, so it's not that big, it's not that heavy, it's not a 500 Magnum. You know, it's a considerably weighted weapon for what it does. You know, and that's what we have to look at. What was this weapon designed for? What is your expectations of it? What do you expect the weapon to be able to do when you purchase it? And then getting ammunition that supports the purpose that you have for that weapon when you make the purchase. So that's all I've got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the video. More fun stuff coming soon. Live your life to the fullest, because anything less is an injustice to you and every single person around you. My name's Paul Riley. This is Therapy Range, and until next time, take great care of yourself.